Yeah, I figured, fuck it, I'll do one. Even though I'm in this thing. Oh my god. My brother says I got into a car accident. So what happened was I had on Friday, about a week ago, I had anterior cervical dichotomy fusion. Basically what it is I had 3 bulging discs and spinal stenosis, and it had to be corrected because my left side was going numb. My left arm, my left shoulder was going numb, and it was also getting extremely weak, and there would be some pain. So I had to get it corrected. But this thing, honestly, I just put this on for show because I could take this. This comes off at any time. It's not a big deal, and I put it away, and I'm back to normal. I just need to, use it so that it holds everything together. Basically, I can't really put my head in particular positions. Like after a week, I'm having some mobility already, up, down, left, right. So it should be a lot better than it was. Anyway, and my puppies have been keeping me company, and here comes one. Hi, Lola. I know you guys can't see her, but one day I think I showed you Lola on one of my videos before. Yeah, I think one of my earlier ones. So I'm going to discuss MGTOW. So this is, I guess you'd call it a movement. Excuse me. I guess you'd call it a movement. It's called MGTOW. It's all over social media. And what it is men going their own way. And there's a lot of YouTubers and podcasters and whatnot that have a channel dedicated to men going their own way. Personally, I think choosing that kind of lifestyle for your entire life is a mistake. I was on another podcast YouTube channel a couple of weeks ago called Introverted Intuition, and they were great guys, and they're young guys, and they want to know, excuse my dog walking on they want to know, about relationships and so on and so forth, but they're 2 really great young guys who have tremendous ambition, and they're probably going to be very successful in a short time. And we discussed relationships and marriage and whatnot. But, all right, so here's the truth, okay? Truth is, it is very scary today for young guys in the United States to get married because with one swoop of a pen, if his wife feels like it, he could lose everything. I have friends that this happened to, that he loses everything. They get divorced, then they lose a house, they lose their pension, they lose sufficient amount of money for a long period of time, and they get to set a person back a tremendous amount of time. But I'm still a firm believer that a couple or a family unit is the best decision, the best way to have a satisfying, happy life. There are times in your life, I guess, you have to put women on the back burner, right? Like right after you get out of a bad relationship, a terrible breakup. The last thing you want to do is jump into another relationship. You need yourself to give yourself some time to heal. You really should take up new hobbies, get yourself distracted, maybe reflect on your previous relationship and see what you could do better, what went wrong, what choices you can make better next time. Maybe if you have a business endeavor and you really have to put women on the back burner. First of all, if you meet the right woman and you choose the right woman, and she's your partner in life and she supports you wholeheartedly and you support her, my opinion is there's no stronger bond than that. Because if you have a woman that supports you and doesn't support you mentally, emotionally, that's going to get you through tremendous chaotic times in your life. And chaotic times are going to come. And when you guys do it together, you grow stronger together. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are times where chaotic things happen, terrible, devastating things, and there's no healing from it, and the marriage falls apart from it. But here's what I say about MGTOW. You don't understand how women operate. And I know it's difficult. But that's basically what it comes down to. And you don't even understand how you operate as a man. You're lost in this world that people tell you what a man is in this modern Western world. But that's not a man at all. Things that you have to do and say to meet a woman, to be emasculated. It's just not natural. And quite frankly, women don't want that. You might hear about it all over media, all over social media, that's what women want. But that's not what women want. Obviously, because those guys get left back, and they get hurt, and they get destroyed financially. If you choose a road with no woman at all, it's a very lonely road. And you're robbing yourself of so many good things like family. Now, I'm married. I don't have children. And I'll probably regret it one day. But my decision with my wife not to have children is between my decision and my wife's decision. And that is the only thing that I will not discuss on this YouTube channel or any other podcast. Because that's the only thing that I will keep private. That is nobody else's business, that I don't feel comfortable talking about. My nephew has a 3-month-old daughter. And I see the difference in him. I see how happy he is. I have friends at work that have toddlers, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds. And they tell me when they come home from work, sometimes we work hard. We're blue-collar guys, and we work long hours and overnights, and we work hard. And you see your little girl or your little boy who screams at you, "Daddy, Daddy's home, Daddy's home." I have to believe that there is no other better feeling in the world than that. And to bring up that child with a partner, a good husband, or a good wife, and see that person grow into a man or to a young lady together with your wife, with your spouse, is probably the most satisfying thing that you could do in your life. Now I'm speculating because I don't have children, but I'm very close to my brothers, my sister-in-laws, and my nieces and my nephews. And I remember when my nephew was born and how happy. My middle brother, if anybody ever met him, they'd say he's quiet, he's reserved. Some people say he's got a terrible personality. Whatever. You could say what you want about him. He is never more happy as when he's around his children and now his granddaughter. Oh my God, the guy is like a different person. And he happened to have been a great father. He really was. Tremendous father. And when I see my brothers and how they are with their kids and how happy they are when they see their children reaching certain feats in life, it just puts happiness on them. It gives me happiness when I see them doing these things, getting married, buying a home, having children, finishing school. I can only imagine how happy it is for them. And that's why I don't condone MGTOW. I think MGTOW people, for the most part, the men, are basically guys who have been burnt real bad, whether in a divorce or a terrible breakup or whatnot, and have this really bad scars, if you will, from previous relationships. And they go, you know what, the hell with it. They just don't understand. They don't understand how women operate. And honestly, I don't think it's possible to go without women if you're a straight man forever. I mean, you gotta want to have sex. You're gonna want to have companionship. I'm sure you don't have too many friends that are following the MGTOW life. Who the hell do you go to the movies with? Who the hell do you have discussions with? Who do you go home to at night? Who do you grow old with? I had this operation, and I was laying in bed, and because of the COVID thing, my wife could only be there by me for 4. They were visiting. It was only from 2 to 6, and I was only in the hospital for 2 nights. So she was with me those hours, 2 to 6. And when you have a companion like that, I felt relieved when she was there near me, when she was by me. I felt relieved. And these things make you grow stronger. And that's love. That's love. That's what these young people don't understand, is that when you first jump into a relationship and it's passion and it's sex and you can't wait to jump on top of each other, that's wonderful, but that's not love. Okay? That's passion. Right? Love grows over time. And it's at the point where you get to the point where you don't know how to live without that person. Right? You depend on that person as she or he depends on you. After 10, 12, 15, 20 years. That's love. So, the MGTOW thing, young guys, nah, not a good idea. Robbing yourself of so many great things in life. Not a good idea. Like I said, I know it's difficult today, more than ever. A lot of the girls are not the way they used to be. You know, they're not very traditional anymore. A lot of girls don't have patience. They kind of want instant gratification with money, finances, so on and so forth. You have to choose the right partner that fits you, right? You have to understand how these relationships and how women operate. So, if you don't understand, then look out for channels like this that will teach you. There's plenty of them. Believe me, I was inspired by Coach Red, I think his name is. I don't remember. Watched so many of his stuff, and that was one of my inspirations to do this channel. There's plenty of information out there. And don't just settle for the first girl that you date because you think that's it. That's the worst thing you could do. Take some time, learn, figure it out, date around. Date as many girls as you possibly can. Because that's what gives you the understanding. You could listen as much as you want to me, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know, but you got to live through it, right? Anyway, MGTOW, not a good idea, you know. But anyway, I'm going to try to do some more videos. Hopefully get to work. I go back to work in a week, thank God. Can't go to the gym for like a month. That's killing me. My wife has been great helping me and whatnot. You want to see now? They went through the neck, which is what anterior means in that anterior cervical dichotomy fusion, which means they get through your back, through your neck. So you see I have the scar. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Yep, that's it. But anyway, guys, listen, stay safe, all right? Subscribe, like, share. Oh, I'm on Facebook now. Same thing, serious and silliness. on Facebook, right? Same crap. So, email me some questions, Instagram me some questions, DM me. We could talk more about crap. I've been coming up with a lot of topics that I don't have many questions, but that's okay. I love to do it. I wanted to cover the MGTOW thing because I wanted to at least give my 2 cents. That's about it, all right? So listen, just stay safe out there. Stay aware, stay smart, do your research. Date around. If you're a young guy, date girls, date plenty of girls, okay? Date as many girls as you can before you make a decision to who you're going to settle down with, all right? All right, I'm out. Peace.